What's up, y'all? So this is my 1998 Mustang GT. Recently locked up the motor because coolant's in the cylinder, and I think I either cracked the block or have a bad head gasket. But there's a lot more wrong with this car, so I'm gonna be taking it all apart and rebuilding everything that's wrong with it. It may take me a few months, but I'm gonna take y'all along with me. Here we go. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is take all the fluids out. We're gonna get the coolant out, the trans fluid, and the oil out of the motor, and we are gonna be dropping the subframe with the motor and transmission. So yeah, I'll give you a look under the car. So it's had coolant pressure, it sprayed all the coolant out, and yeah, trans is leaking real bad, and this car just needs a lot, man, and I'm finally doing this. So this is what I'm gonna be doing. Stage 2 cams, PI heads, PI intake. All right, got the oil and trans fluid drained. Next is coolant. Now it's time to take the coolant out. It might go everywhere. It might go everywhere. It's in my mouth. Everywhere, so bear with me. Here it comes. And it's all over me. It's in my mouth. So yeah, coolant's not supposed to look like mud. You know, it was yellow and it turned into that color. So definitely got a cracked block or head or something. So I guess next is exhaust and then drive shaft. Got the exhaust off. Next is drive shaft. Just gotta take these 4 bolts off. Drive shaft. I got the drive shaft out. Now it's time to drain the power steering. All the coolant off. Take the trans mount off. Go from there. Got my buddy Travis here. Came to help me out. We got the harness off. And what else are we working on right now? Fuel lines. Fuel lines coming off. And then we're going to raise the car back up and start taking the suspension apart. And then be able to drop the K member with the motor and trans attached.
There you go.
So we're about 90% there. Next is dropping the car down to take the top of the shocks off, bolts off, and then start dropping it. So yeah, hell yeah. Nope, there's a bracket. That bracket needs to come off.
Where at?
Right there. A bolt.
Yep. There's 2 of them. How about now? Third time charm. I am a mechanic and you respect my power tools. Go for it. What's this right here, running from the back? Okay, hold on. I got you. You got a little red rocky under here, buddy.
I just don't want the car to fall back.
It should. Nah, you're secured.
Fuck, that scared me.
Hold it. All right, go ahead. Slow, right? Come.
Slow down.
Nope, got it. I'm not a mechanic, but I think I got it figured out.
Tomorrow I'm gonna power wash this all. As you can see where all the coolant sprayed out when it blew the head gasket or cracked the cylinder, whatever. And then Doing a whole trans refresh too. Leaking bad. Doing new throat bearing. Everything. New suspension, spring shocks, wheel hubs, everything. All right, so day 2, working on the Mustang 1998 GT. My main goal today is to get the motor off the K-frame. Taking all this off right now, the A-arms and everything. Might have done this a little wrong, but I'm paying for it. But anyways, get the motor off and then start tearing it down, take the transmission off, all that. So here we go. So got the A-arm springs out, everything's out. Was able to move the motor back, as you can see. And now I'm gonna power wash it. I'm gonna block everything off and get inside the motor, and then I'm gonna power wash it and then start taking the motor down to the bare block. Got the motor all degreased. Gonna let it sit for a while and come and power wash it. The next step's taking the trans off, take the motor off the K-member, start disassembling it. Hell yep. So I got the motor pretty clean. Once I get the trans off and the motor off the K-member, I'm gonna run it through the parts washer to get it even more clean, but it's looking pretty good. So power washed under the car. Didn't get everything, but it looks pretty good. That's the worst part, honestly, but that shit won't come off. Yeah, I got it pretty good. I'm thinking about painting all this white. Yeah, car looks pretty good. No rust really. It's pretty straight. Only real is that fell off the trailer when I first got the car because I didn't have ramps. So we got the trans off. I was having a lot of clutch problems. That's why. Somehow the clutch fork where the throw bearing rides, the fin got on this side where it's supposed to be like that. So it chewed up my pivot stud. Luckily the trans is still good. Yeah, a lot of clutch material. Now it's time to take the clutch off, see how that looks, and then start taking the intake off and all the front drive accessories. All right, got the clutch off. Clutch still has good material on it. It's that King Cobra Stage 2 clutch, but this flywheel, on the other hand, I think it can be resurfaced. We're gonna find out, but yeah. About to get it off the motor mounts now and put it on a motor stand. I'll take all the front drive accessories off. Yes, sir. Took the clutch material off, and yeah, I'm probably gonna need a new clutch. Got the motor on the motor stand. Everything taken off, except the crank pulley. I take the headers off. Take the dog covers off. But I'm gonna start on that in the morning because I am dead. There's 006 getting a fully built motor.